Hey guys, Waffles back, still in Texas. Time to break out this ration. Anybody that happened to see the YouTube short where I showed this, well, now is the opportunity to get to see what's actually in the box. For anybody that guessed a German Einpacken, you'd be wrong. It is in fact a German Einpersonenpacken. They changed this a few years ago to be more inclusive. We've got the Type 7. There's the manufacturing expiry date or best by date, 2026. But what makes this menu special? Well, it's super lightweight. That's because this is a freeze-dried German ration. Yeah, menu 7, 8, 9, and 10 are all freeze-dried. And guess who happens to have all four of them? This guy. And I'm going to review them all on here as well. I've actually already done menu 9, but unfortunately, that one's all in pictures because I did that one when I was still writing reviews on the MRE subreddit, and I don't have any video footage of it. So somehow I'll maybe try to figure out how to make a video out of those pictures, because I never did post that review because I was holding it until I could get my hands on these. Shout out MREsandMore over there in Germany for this ration hookup, as well as 8 and 10. Because I got them all three from that wonderful guy. Put his link in the description to his website, MREsandMore.com, in the description, so make sure you check him out. Several orders from him over here to the States, and haven't had any problems so far with customs. He does a great job on the customs declaration forms, listing out all the individual components and just making it clear kind of what's inside. Maybe that takes away some of the mystique that comes with these, and so they're not as interested in opening them. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because he's coming from Germany and they just don't care about stuff coming from Germany. I don't know. But we're going to get into this, guys. There's a bunch of stuff in these. If you've ever opened one, there's a ton of stuff in here. So maybe Helper will come in and he'll pass some stuff in, and we'll take a look. Thanks, folks. Stick around. Hey, guys. Waffles back. We're ready to go through this thing. Helper's right over here off camera. He's going to be passing things through to me, and we're going to be putting it back in the box, and it's going to be comical because I'm never going to get it packed in there right. Anyway, here's a contents list for you. Feel free to pause and zoom in. You can see this contents list is only for menu 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's because these are the freeze-dried variants, and so the contents list for these are not included on the contents list for all the other ones. And here's a shot of the back as well if you want to get a look at this. Just got some like directions for use of different things. Okay, pal, go ahead. Let's kick it off. All right, guys, 2 energy bars here, both cranberry flavored. These are usually spot on, great texture, great flavor. We'll move on from there. We've got 2 apple cinnamon bars. Again, these have great flavor, great texture, very similar to the other ones, and they're all energy bars here. Not protein bars, guys, energy bars. So it's about the carbs and the sugar. Speaking of sugar, no better transition on these sesame stick candy wafer things. A lot of videos you see online, these things are like chewy, and they talk about breaking teeth and stuff. I've never had one ever be like that. I can already tell in this package, I think there are 4 of the little sesame kind of burnt sugar candy things in here. They're not stuck together. They're definitely loose. They're going to be light and crispy, and they're actually quite good. So I recommend you try those. I mean, if you get some and it's like super brutally chewy or hard, yeah, you might lose a filling or something. But here we've got some of the chocolate. So we've got the German dark chocolate. This stuff is fantastic. You can never go wrong with this. Both of these will be eaten for sure. We'll mark all this stuff up with calorie contents, and we'll fit it into the diet somehow. Coming up next, we've got these vanilla cookies. These things are great. Sometimes you get chocolate, sometimes you get vanilla. There might even be like a third flavor that's escaping me right now. But these are great to put into the mousse. You can just put them in your pocket and snack on them as well. Most folks don't really know what these are until they open them. They're matches, okay? You got 20 matches, but the cool thing about them is they're all wood. Probably won't open these or probably keep them. I might give them away in a package as well, just so somebody gets something kind of neat from a German ration. All right, here, guys, accessory kit. It's got all those coffee, teas, creamers, sugars, and all that stuff. We'll bust this out, and we'll take a look at it, similar to what we did in that German, bagged German as well. And, you know, if you guys have not seen that video, check out that video, the bagged Bundeswehr ration. you can tell the difference between the Jamipsa ration and the components and the things that come in these, the traditional German boxed rations. So beef jerky, anybody that's had these boxed rations before knows you always get some kind of beef jerky in there or some kind of jerky. Sometimes it's fajita, sometimes it's classic beef. This is classic beef. It might be a different protein source as well, but they're usually pretty darn good. So this will get eaten all at one time, supplement breakfast or something like that. All right, banana chips. Absolutely love these friggin' things. Not sure why they don't show up in more rations outside of like raisins and cranberries. Bananas are very high in potassium. They're great for lactic acid burn and build up in the muscles. And, you know, potassium is a great electrolyte replacement as well. So these are super. They taste good. They're crispy. Great pocket snack. Let's move on to the drinks. Here we've got the lemon beverage base. They definitely know how to take care of you when it comes to hydration. We've got exotic. Some people love that stuff. We've got the grapefruit. I love the grapefruit. This will be the one that I make to drink. The rest we'll probably just give away at some point. Here's the orange. Again, fantastic. All right, let's move into the more hearty stuff. Okay, guys, interestingly enough, this is a vegetarian main, freeze-dried main. So this is noodles in a vegetarian cream sauce sort of thing. It's interesting because this is not a vegetarian ration, so I'm not sure why there's a vegetarian main in here, but my guess is that this is going to be fantastic because the German mains are always good. All right, now the name on this is the potato beef stew, translates to, and don't worry guys, I'm going to put pictures up here in the corners on these to show you what the translations are. Chocolate muesli. One of my favorite things. Am I going to make it hot or am I going to make it cold? You never know until you see it. But I'm in Texas right now, so my guess is I'm going to make this cold. But you can never go wrong with chocolate muesli, and the German is good as well. Now this is the mousse au chocolat. This stuff is an absolutely decadent ration dessert. When I'm at home, I make this with the frother. You guys have seen the frother in some of my other videos. But I add the water, I froth it up in there, and then I put this in the refrigerator. Actually, I'll be transparent. I usually make it with milk just to pick up the protein boost a little bit. And this might just be like my whole breakfast because the calories on this is pretty dense. It's 411 calories and 60 grams. So 60% of 411, you guys do the math. By the time you add a cup of milk in there or whatever it needs, it adds the calories and boosts it a bit. So that's what I was saying. If you take those vanilla cookies and you put them in with this, boy, that's a decadent treat. But that's it on the contents here. You can see didn't do a very good job of getting it all back in there. But like I said, now I'll probably lay all this stuff out and do a quick aerial shot of it. But stick around, folks. We'll be eating this over the next couple of days as random snacks and meals, so stay tuned. Thanks. Hey guys, back again just to run through what was in that accessory pack. So we got 2 napkins here, we got 2 tea extracts, 2 coffee extracts. Make sure you're paying attention to the volume here, guys. 450 mils on the tea, 300 mils on the coffee, so there's quite a difference there. Otherwise, you're going to end up with some really strong tea. Then we've got that gum. We've got the cappuccino mix. Some people really love that. I take it or leave it. It's not the best thing I've ever had, but it's decent enough. Water purification tabs, won't be doing anything with those. We've got the coffee whiteners here. Here we've got 2 vegetable bouillons. Here we've got a 60% ethanol wipe, a couple of salts, and then we got 4 sugar packets, probably 1 each for the coffee and the teas. So a good spread of stuff here to get a soldier through its day. Remember, guys, this is a 24-hour ration, so this is everything somebody would need to eat over 24 hours. You can see there's a lot of food and a lot of drinks. We got 4 beverage bases as well. So stick around. We'll slowly work our way through this stuff. Hey, guys. Just wanted to mention some of the big differences between the freeze-dried variants and the regular boxed rations. So, you know, it didn't dawn on me when Helper and I were packing this stuff back in here, but gone is the canned rye bread. From Waffles' perspective, no loss there because I don't care for that. I usually just give it away. Anyway, no biscuits, right? The German biscuit cookie things that come in there in the packs, those are actually fantastic. Those are not in here. Nor are they intended to be in there, okay? Everything I'm talking about, I cross-checked the list, and they're definitely not in there. Gone are the jams, right? So the German jams are utterly fantastic. Sour cherry jam, anybody? What? Yeah, that's one of the best ones you can get in a ration. Gone are the little cans of the meat product, like the little potted meat things, the little sausages. Those are gone as well. So those are just some of the obvious things that are missing here. So hey, if you're going to spend the money on these things, you save a little bit of money on the shipping because they're much lighter. So you can get like 4 of these for the same amount of shipping weight as maybe one or 2 of the other ones. But just keep in mind, guys, if you're in love with that canned rye bread or those biscuits, jams, and things like that, it doesn't come in these. I looked at the contents list here. I mean, they're not included in any of the freeze-dried variants, so you're not going to get them. So consider that, before you spend your money. What do you want? Do you want the convenience and lightweight aspects of some of the freeze-dried mains and stuff, and maybe some of these other components, or do you actually want and have a craving for some of those jams and other aspects? You may want to spend your money to get one of the variants that are not freeze-dried so you can make sure you get those things. Anyway, folks, that's it. Hope that info helps some people out. Thank you. Hey guys, just trying out that German gum. Let's see how many pieces we get in there. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, about 12 pieces maybe. So let's get a couple of them. We'll pop them in. So it's pretty soft, that exterior candy shell is not as hard as some other gums I've had recently. Nice peppermint flavor. Nice chew. This is really nice gum. The flavor here is really excellent. I'm not confident this is going to last very long, but it has a very aromatic flavor in the mouth and the nasal passages. It's quite pleasant. So yeah, and this is a resealable pack too, guys. So all that gum can go back in here, and we can carry this out on the trail hiking, and we can pop some in whenever we want. Thanks, folks. Hey guys, back making a cappuccino coffee from that German EPA ration. I need a pick-me-up this afternoon. Let's go in with the cappuccino powder. Let's add some sugar. Let's add some coffee whitener. And let's add some coffee. Look at that. That's going to be a rich cup. Hey, helper, what's up? Making some coffee. Okay. Coffee cappuccino. See the foam on there? Should be good. Maybe a bit strong. Let's get a taste. Oh yeah, that's a nice hodgepodge of stuff to get you moving in the afternoon. Get back out there and do another mile in the Texas heat. So there we go, folks. Coffee, cappuccino, whitener, and sugar, all good to go. Fantastic. Thank you. Hey guys, what's up? Waffles back. Got the beef jerky from that German ration. 77 calories. Just did a couple miles here. It's 91 degrees outside, so it's pretty warm. Let's have a snack. All right, guys, so it's got a really resistant chew. Definitely salty, savory. This is just a classic flavor. But there's nothing about this beef jerky that's offensive or weird. It's just classic beef jerky. And it's not bad. Great little snack. Hey guys, we're back. It's the morning. Check it out. I made that grapefruit beverage base from that German ration. I mean, this stuff looks exactly like pink grapefruit juice. It's crazy. I'm going to get a smell. It's absolutely remarkable. It smells exactly like a pink grapefruit would smell. Just fantastic. At 500 mils, that's what we're reconned in here. Let's get a taste. Oh man, that is pleasant. I mean, that just screams pink grapefruit flavor. It's sweet, it's tart, it's tangy. Goes down really smooth. This is fantastic. I don't normally drink the sugared beverages, but I do make some space in the calories for these grapefruit ones. I know if you get the Orifo ones, they're clear. They're more like light yellow or clear colored. But this is really something special. So if you guys get this and you're only going to drink one of them, hey, maybe try this pink grapefruit one. Although it's just called regular grapefruit. It's not called pink grapefruit, but this is clearly modeled to be a pink grapefruit. So great drink to start the day. Thanks, folks. Hey guys, Waffles back. We're at McKinney Falls. Been hiking around the upper and lower falls. Got the German chocolate here, breaking into part of the breakfast. Let's give it a try. It looks great. No bloom. Everything looks beautiful. Yeah, nice snap. Nice crumble. Good texture. Melts nicely in the mouth. Get that saliva working with it. Gets to bringing out those flavors. This is a quality chocolate. I love the fact that it's not bloomed. So it's totally good to go as well. Great, folks. Thank you. Hey guys, Waffles here. This morning we're making the chocolate muesli from that German Ration. We're going to get this thing opened up. We're going to add it to a bowl. We're going to add 150 ml of water. Give it a mix. And then we'll bring it back, show it to you, and taste it. Hey guys, back with the chocolate muesli. As you can see, added 150 ml. I actually used cold water right out of the fridge for this one. But we got a nice mix of chocolate, chocolate chips, oats, these little chocolate puff things. And as you can see, the milk in there is awfully chocolatey as well. Let's get a taste. Oh yeah, that's great. It's very aromatic of chocolate. Has a great chocolate taste. Good bite. As you can see, those aren't chocolate chips. I misspoke. They're more like chocolate flakes. So if you're looking for absolute decadence in a breakfast, you can use hot water in this and also add in one of those chocolate bars to like super fortify this thing. But yeah, great breakfast. Good start to the day. Thanks, folks. Hey guys, back. Got one of the apple cinnamon bars from the German Ration. Got to supplement the breakfast a little bit. That chocolate muesli, not quite enough, but take a look at that. It looks great. It looks very wholesome, very hearty. Like big chunks of fruit in there. Puffed rice. You can see oats. You can see, I think those are raisins. You can see chunks of apple in there as well. Let's get a smell. Smells good. Smells like apple cinnamon. Let's get a taste. Yeah, really nice texture on this. Chews very easily, but there's enough resistance that it feels like you're, chewing something substantial. Not a lot of protein though here. It's an energy bar, not a protein bar. But I think this would be a great snack for hiking or carrying in your pocket. You'll just tear this thing open and eat it whenever you want. So yeah, great apple flavor. I actually wish the cinnamon flavor was stronger. But I personally love cinnamon, so yeah. It's a great bar, folks. Stay tuned. We'll keep looking at these components. Hey guys, Waffles here. No food to show you. Just showing you some cool scenery not too far from where we're staying. Pretty awesome. I did just pop some gum in my mouth from this German Ration, so that's still going well. That resealable pack's working great. Hey guys, Waffles back. The vanilla cookies, the banana chips, and this last chocolate bar are all empty. I wonder what old Waffles might have done with all this stuff. Hey guys, we're back. Take a look at what I made. Took the vanilla cookies, took the banana chips, broke up the banana chips, melted the German chocolate bar, dark chocolate bar, down in boiling water, mixed it all together, put it out on parchment paper, and now we have these fantastic chocolate banana vanilla cookie candies. I'm going to get a taste. Hear that crunch? Fantastic. Let's get a good look. Simple, easy to make. Chocolate, banana, vanilla cookie. All goes together perfectly. What a great snack to throw together. All from Ration components. Fantastic. Thank you, folks. Hey guys, Waffles back. Just making some tea from that German ration. So remember, 450 mils. So that's 450 mils of water in this cup. Here's the tea extract going in with that. And let's see how well this tea dissolves in cold water. It may not even dissolve very well at all. But you know what? I kind of like tea cold. So I was going to just make this up and then drink it here throughout the day. Throw it in the fridge. See how that's mixing up pretty good? At least I think it's mixing pretty good. Color looks all right. So yeah, that's it, guys. We'll just enjoy this tea throughout the day, taking some drinks out of it. I'm not going to put any sugar or anything in there. Just going to drink it as is. Thanks, folks. Hey, guys. Waffles back. Got that tea. I bet you thought I wasn't even going to taste it in the video, huh? Here we go. Nice. Very good tea. No bitterness at all. Nice tea flavor at the 450 mils exactly. Recon. It's nice and cold from the fridge. No sugar. Nothing in this. Just straight tea. And that's exactly what it tastes like. It's refreshing, folks. Nice on a hot summer day. Hey guys, Waffles back. Making another beverage. Remember, you hear me talk all the time about maximizing the value of these rations. And I'll tell you, folks, they're your rations, okay? You do with them what you want, but as I was down in the tea, and you'll see this has a little bit of color, because this is what the tea was in before. I'm making another batch. Look, I got the second tea extract, and we're going to put that in there. But as I was drinking the first one, I was like, you know what? How can I make this experience better, given what came in this ration? And it finally dawned on me. I can't believe it didn't dawn on me earlier, but we're going to make Arnold Palmer. I got the lemon beverage base with the tea going in, you know, about 450, 500 mils. The tea calls for 450. The lemon calls for 500. It may be a little bit strong, but check this out, guys. We're going to whip this up, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to try it, and we're going to have us a makeshift Arnold Palmer. There's nothing that says you can't do this out in the field. You got the canteen cup. You got a big cup. You got whatever. If you need to make a smaller quantity, just use parts of the packs. Throw a binder clip on the two of them, and then you can mix and match smaller amounts of it as you go. But I have a feeling this is going to be ridiculous once it gets cold. So yeah, we'll come back in a little bit and we'll give this stuff a shot. Thanks, folks. Hey guys, the tea and lemonade mixture, you know, if you're at Chick-fil-A, they call this a Sunjoy. But this has been in the fridge. It's super cold right now. Let's get a taste. Oh yeah, that's better in every way than just the plain tea by itself. You got that lemon coming in. It's tart. It's even got a lot of sour elements to it and just a little bit of sweetness. So this actually goes together really well. I think Helper wanted to have a drink of this as well. Have a drink, Helper. Let us know what you think.
Delicious.
Oh, delicious. That's the verdict. The delicious tea. So remember, guys, your rations, think about how you can combine the elements to make something that's better than the components by themselves. All right, folks, take care. Hey, guys, what's up? Waffles here. It's my last day in Texas, our last day in Texas. And I thought, what better way to head out of Texas than to make some German chocolate mousse this morning. But guess what? We're we're not going to make it just with 100 mils of water. Yeah, we're going to boost this thing. We're going to put 100 mils of sort of like my prepared protein drink in there. And that'll help fortify this up big time. Not to mention that it's the protein powder, chocolate peanut butter flavor, and also has, I made it with one of those chocolate Nourish or Nuri protein beverages you saw me review on the YouTube short. So we're going to get this all mixed up, and then we'll get it in the fridge, and it'll thicken, and then we'll come back when we're ready to try it out. Thanks, folks. Hey guys, Waffles back with you. Got the chocolate mousse all done. I'll put a picture up here in the corner of this stuff before I mixed it up, but take a look at that. Looks good. Super thick, made with that protein drink that was already made with a protein thing. Let's get a taste. Oh man, it's so thick and creamy. And because I used a chocolate peanut butter protein powder, that peanut butter flavor is coming through, and it is fantastic. So if you had any peanut butter laying around, you really wanted to kick this thing up a notch, throw some of that in there. And this is fantastic this way. I'm going to finish this up to round out my breakfast, but yeah, absolutely decadent dessert. Thanks, folks. Hey guys, Waffles back. German ration back home in Indy. Been filming a lot of this German ration while we were in Texas, but couldn't get it finished up. So I'm going to supplement my breakfast this morning with a sweet treat. We're going to have one of these crunchy sesame candy things. So let's get a look at these. So yeah, look at that. There's 4 of them in the pack. And they look, oh, there's 3 of them in the pack. My bad, 3 of them in the pack. So here they are. Again, just a whole bunch of sesame seeds and like a sugar. Listen to the snap. So nice and crispy. Hopefully you can hear that crunching. Yeah, such a great toasted sesame flavor. And just a mild sweetness. It's not like overwhelmingly sweet, even though, I mean, this is basically just all sugar is the medium for holding these things together. But light, crispy, delicious. I'm only having one because of the calorie density. Actually, for breakfast this morning, I'm supplementing what you'll see probably in a video released before this one, the Canadian IMP, the turkey strips and orange sauce. I had the fruit cocktail and that for breakfast, and this is my last part of the breakfast. So, fantastic. Thanks, folks. Hey guys, Waffles back for lunch. Again, working on that German 24-hour ration. We're going to have the vegetarian main for lunch today, the noodles and herb sauce. 505 kcal in the meal. We're going to add 450 mils of boiling water. Let it sit for 10 minutes. That's what it says. We're probably going to do a minimum of 15. We're going to make sure we mix it a couple of times as well. And also going to sandwich this thing between a couple of pot holders over on the stove. Make sure it stays nice and hot and everything recons properly. So stick around and we'll be right back to show you. Hey guys, back with that vegetarian main, the noodles and the herb sauce. So here it is in the pouch, fully reconstituted. Let's get it in the bowl and we'll get a look at it. Well, I would say that's a heck of a portion size because this is bigger than the bowls you normally see me using. You can see all the pasta in there. We're also going to have another one of these sesame candy things at lunch as well, kind of finish off our dessert. But since I'm back home, I thought what better time than to break out the patented Tracy Phillips spork for this lunch because it's got a lot of liquid in there, so I'm not sure the fork end is the way to go. I think the spoon end is the way to go. Now let's get a close-up on this. So you can see that, a lot of herbs, a lot of pasta. Let's go in for a taste. Okay. The taste is delicate. It's very herbed. It's savory. There's no sweetness at all. There's also no heat. The sauce is quite nice. Has a good texture in the mouth. Pasta, I think, has perfect texture for this dish. It's not overly soft. It's not hard. It's not chewy. I think this turned out really great. I do think I'm going to go ahead, though, and put some crushed red pepper on this thing. And then maybe we'll give it another try in a minute. All right, guys, so we added the crushed red pepper on there now, and I really think that's going to help out quite a bit. But let's get a taste of this now with a little bit of heat in there. That definitely helps out. All right, folks, stay tuned. I'll put a clean bowl pick over here in the corner. We're going to finish this off for lunch. It's fantastic. No complaints at all. And awesome utensil to eat it with, too. Thanks, folks. Hey, folks, just finished up those noodles in that herb sauce where I added the crushed red pepper. Wow, what a fantastic lunch. I can tell you that right now. I mean, it's all gone. What a hearty meal, filling, a very large portion. I think it's probably going to sit pretty heavy in the stomach for a while and keep me full for a long time. But again, just a fantastic main. Hey guys, Waffles back. Just going to have some breakfast components this morning. We're going to have another one of the last, actually the final sesame candy thing. We're going to work on this cranberry energy bar, and we're going to have a vegetable bouillon, tie that all together with a protein shake you guys know I'm always having every morning. We'll be right back. We'll show you the bouillon and the cranberry bar. So here's the bouillon, guys. Reconstituted, has a nice yellow color. Remember, this is vegetable bouillon. Look at that golden color. So why put this in rations? Well, number one, it's comforting. It's warm. Number two, it's high in salt. So think about electrolyte replacement. Instead of a sweet beverage electrolyte replacement, this is more of a savory one. Let's get a taste of this bouillon. Okay, that was made in 250 mils. It's salty. It's savory. On a cold night, sipping something like this would be absolutely fantastic. Doesn't really taste like chicken, doesn't really taste like beef, just tastes like herbs and salt. So it's actually quite nice. And I'll sip on that this morning instead of having coffee. Cranberry energy bar now. Look at all the cranberries in that thing. So if you remember the apple cinnamon one, it had raisins and big chunks of apple. Looks like this has big chunks of cranberries. We can still see those puffed soy there, crispy. You know, it's soft. It's very malleable. Let's get a bite. Okay, the flavor is great. It's sweet, it's tart, it's chewy, it has a good texture. Again, a great pocket snack. I would say out of the two, I prefer the apple cinnamon one more than this one. But absolutely nothing wrong with this. As I'm chewing those cranberries, man, the sweetness and the tartness is just coming out of them. And that's actually really nice. And of course, this you guys have already seen. This is the last one of the three. These are fantastic. Not going to eat this one yet. Save that for a little bit later. But yeah, that's it for the morning stuff, guys. Take care. Hey, what's up, guys? Waffles. Just enjoying another one of those apple cinnamon energy bars from the German boxed ration. These things are fantastic. Just, you know, taking a look around my collection a little bit too. I do that every once in a while. It brings me joy. Take care, folks. Hey guys, breakfast. We're going to do the potato with beef stew, 530 kcal from the German boxed ration. Remember, this is freeze-dried. We need 450 mils of boiling water, 10 minutes. I'm going to do 450 mils on this one, I think. We're going to do exactly like it says. We'll see how it turns out. And I'm not going to do 10 minutes. Probably going to do a minimum of 15, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to mix it up real well at least once in the middle there. Stay tuned, folks. Hey, guys, we're back. Potatoes with beef and all those different veggies is all done. We're going to get this into the bowl. Maybe up here in the corners I'll put pictures of, Waffles' patented heating process and also a picture of the dry mix so you guys can see what it looks like as well. But give me a second and I'll get this out into the bowl. All right, folks. Now that is a pile of mashed potatoes with beef. Waffle's going to be transparent with you here for a minute. I'm not the biggest fan of green onions or leeks, and this stuff has a ton of green onion and leek in it, so I'm going to power through, but this is not going to be my most enjoyable eating experience. It smells great. Let's get a taste. Okay. The potatoes have a wonderfully creamy texture. No complaints on that at all. The beef, I could tell before I reconstituted it, was like little cubes. There's a little bit of bite to them. I think they're fully rehydrated just fine. And the flavor is actually really nice. The green onion here, it's not coming through as powerful as I thought it might. But the potatoes are very buttery. I think the salt content is perfect. But if you guys recall from the MCW video, I did mention that I didn't use the Tabasco. I think I'm going to put a little bit of this on the potatoes here and just maybe give it a shot with some Tabasco and just see, does that help? Does it hinder it? Does it just ruin the whole thing? Let's see with a little bit of Tabasco on there. Okay. Immediately. The Tabasco was just way too strong for this. This is a very mild, elegant flavor, subtle. And this is just too overpowering. So we're not going to put any more of that in there. I actually don't think I'm going to do anything to this. I'm just going to power through and eat it. We'll come back in a little bit on a Clean Bowl Club, hopefully, and do final thoughts. Thanks, folks. Hey, guys. Clean Bowl Club for sure. That wasn't as hard to get down as I thought it was going to be, given all the green onion and leeks I saw inside of it. It was smooth, it was creamy, it was buttery. I'm really thankful that the chunks of beef were in there. It really provided a nice textural contrast while you're eating it, because eating this would get a little monotonous or tedious if it didn't have those, textural components added in there. So yeah, this was a great meal on a cold day, freeze-dried ration. You're thinking these are probably for cold environments. I think this meal would hold on to the heat well, particularly in the pouch, maybe with a wrap around it or something. And it sits in the belly very heavy. So to keep you full for a long period of time. So really nice. Stick around. We're going to go through final thoughts on this ration in just a few moments. All right, guys, we're back with final thoughts on this Type 7 freeze-dried German boxed ration. This was a great ration. I'll refer you to earlier in the video where I talk about some of the differences between these freeze-dried variants and the standard variants that you would get in these boxed rations, and some of the components that are different inside of them as a result of that. I thought the components that were in this were very easy to take on the go, very easy to eat, a lot of energy bars and things like that. The beverages were really nice. And the bummer about these is that you're going to have to find a way to heat up water. I mean, just like any freeze-dried meal, you got to get that hot water in there. You can eat them dry, but I've heard from folks like you don't really want to do that unless you absolutely have to, because it'll pull all the moisture out of your stomach and your body as well, and you can have some serious problems from that as well. But if you get a chance to check out a freeze-dried variant, do it. The noodles and herb sauce in this were fantastic. The potatoes with beef was a hearty meal. The chocolate muesli you can't go wrong with on these. Of course, each menu is different. Stay tuned to the channel. We'll go through menus 8 and 10, and I'll try to figure out something on that menu 9 since I already did that, but I only did pictures, so I'm not really sure how I'm gonna tackle that. Maybe I can do a video. I'm just not sure at this point. But I'm thankful for the experience to have this. And as I always say, folks, I'm super glad I ate it, and take care.